Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another HMRS4 replay. So on the bottom right side as the pink Abbasid Dynasty, we have coRe with a capital R. Spawn on the top left side as the orange Mongols, we have 3DB. And since I only play Mongols, expect me a bit more critical. Do you see him going for a lot of wood there? He's going for a tower rush. I usually don't do tower rushes myself. Never good at it. We have now the Khan there. Does get a nice little scout there. And with now the Spearmen now being pulled out of the field, they're relatively cheap, and you only need 80 stone to get the pairs out as well. There's a pair of villagers. That's not from the town center, because the pair of villagers is 3 times the cost than 1 times the cost in stone. And he does chop down that bit of that tree there. He may be eyeing for the tower in that region. Spearman advancing on forward, trying to get engagement. He could stand a fight there. Military wing being researched. It's got an eye to get the military wing out to provide a counterattack. And now it's going to sort of slow down for a moment. He's going to be collecting up some of the sheeple rather than trying to go for the berries. Going to sort of slow down for a moment. Let's talk about what each player can go for. Mongols, a 10 known for cavalry. Magandai are not great. Keshiks are really good. So likely, best way to counter them is Spearmen. Also going for Camel Archer to provide debuff is also not half bad. But overall, the best thing you can do against Mongols who go for heavy for cavalry, like myself, Spearmen. The reason why I say Magandai are not very good, they have the same stats as an archer, but like 3 times the cost. If there's an archer range to deploy on the field, I can compare the two a bit better. Got a lot of Spearmen on deploy on the field. He's eyeing for more towers, trying to push on forward. The town center's range is up to there. And now we do have a house being plotted out there. He has 4 Spearmen deployed on the field, and he's going. That's his only Spearman. He's not investing more stone or resources onto that. Or never mind, he's going for another pair of Spearmen. Villagers advancing forward, trying to torch down that outpost. He does have good numbers of Spearmen to defend. Just get some good damage there. And now there's the reinforcements there. Gets 2 Spearmen, 2 archers, which provides some great damage fire support there. He's trying to go for the outpost there. Spearmen engaging the Spearmen. Of course, archers do bonus damage for Spearmen. Villagers receive a bit of fire there. May just want to cancel that outpost. This villager needs to just fall back entirely. Let's get some hit there on those Spearmen, on those villagers there with the archers. Let's take out these Spearmen. Let's pick off one of the Mongol Spearmen finally. Another pair of Spearmen advancing forward. And does get another set of Spearmen down. We'll get this one garrison. He could invest stone into the arrow slits. Oh, he doesn't even have feudal age yet. What am I thinking? Going for the silver tree now, which is the trade one. And he's pulling a lot of villagers there. His one's on feudal age for quite some time. Yeah, wheelbarrow as well. Going for a stable. He may be eyeing for... Let's see. No, you need archery for camel archers, right? Right now, there's 18 villagers versus 20. That other villager does manage to escape all the way back on home. Of course, did lose one. No, now we're seeing some arrow fire. Fresh food stuff to research out nice and early, which will give him cheaper villagers. Very handy indeed. And the scouting cost will go down. And now got the Golden Age Tier 1 now active, getting a 50% collection rate for all villagers. So it's an incredibly powerful benefit. The Abbasid Dynasty players going for some horsemen now. Actually, some more than plenty gauge horsemen. But I'm not sure. Let's see. That's the barracks just I think being retasked closer to the stone. Not sure what it was doing. And now he's going for trade, medium range trade. It will be less efficient. If you want to go for at least 2/3 of the map, not necessarily half the map. And right now, traders are, these, while it's been nerfed, they're still pretty expensive. They nearly cost 100 according to 2 villagers. In order to get 2 villagers value, you have to go for like max range trade. That's just a scout there. You don't really take time to shank him. You ain't getting any real good shanks onto him either. He's collecting up wood from the bush line there. He does use the arrow there to get some extra damage with his arrows, or faster rate of fire. Now do that arrow slot being researched there. Get some more damage output and additional arrow from the outpost. And now he's going for a battering ram. He can also just leave that outpost alone. It's not really a massive threat, but he's going to go for this battering ram there, and he's pulling it out with his initial units he was gifted from the Age Up. He probably should garrison. I don't know. He needs to get these other forces pushing forward with the battering ram, because if he garrisons with the spearmen to engage the battering ram, the archers need to start hitting those spearmen. Oh, okay, that's a scout going down, not one of Orange traders. Traders are now pursuing the silver tree, which is now packed up and making its way over there. He may invest in some stone in those traders, maybe. That may be one reason why he built traders right there. Not sure. Don't see any pairs of traders. Now I got archer range barracks and archer range deployed on the field. The Mongol player has deployed out a archer range of his own. If I were to make a comparison to the Magadai, they're 120-40. They cost twice. Ultimately, they cost twice as much as a archer, but honestly, they're not worth twice as much. Trying to move is very niche, and ultimately, not very useful in most situations. They do have less range than regular archers. Good kills are on those deer there. We'll go and stab the wolf there. Honestly, the only real usage for Magadai is only hitting traders and the farm line. They're not really useful in feudal age in most situations. Keshiks are generally better. You got these spearmen archers right here, ready to engage the horsemen. Horseman goes down there, and now it's going for some early outposts here to improve his trade. At this max range trade, it does provide a lot of resources, not equivalent to 2 villagers, both nearby towers as well as the improved bonuses. It will make it so that the trade is basically equivalent to 2 traders, no, 2 villagers. I keep on putting emphasis on 2 villagers because remember as well, these traders do cost 36, nearly 100. Does kill off the boar there. Apparently the boar is very close to the deer deposit, and that is going to provide him a lot of food. Collect the boar first. Boar does collect faster than deer. Nice thing about traders, though, they're much more population efficient than villagers, which is very important if you want to go for a swarm of units. And it's generally just a good idea to spam out spearmen regardless of what age you're in. Ink does have another scouting field. This map has a lot of shrubbery, so it's a good idea to go for additional scouts. We've got Keshiks, early horsemen, as well as archers and spearmen advancing forward. Early horseman has 1 less pierce armor, so they only have 1 inherent pierce armor, which is not a lot. And Keshiks, with their lower health, they're not as resilient as, say, Royal Knights, so you can't really dive town centers to kill off a villager all too well. Scanning around, very nice. Does get some good archer hits there, very nice. Town centers do have a range of 8 and 6 damage. Archers only have a range of 5, and right now 5 damage. The archer damage will be useful versus the spearman, but an archer versus archer, that's going to be equal. Got a couple Keshiks here. They do have 3 inherent pierce armor, so they were seeing quite a bit of abuse. More forces being put on the field. He's not going for any economic techs, except for 1 wood and wheelbarrow, I should mention. What wheelbarrow over here as well. some good damage on those archers. Most Mongol players do not get improved research as well for their economic tax. It's expensive. It's good to go for level 1 research or to find out a gear. Basically, you spend twice as much to get 7.5 more increase as opposed to just 15. So 50% increase for spending twice as much. It's expensive, and Mongols, one game goes on, has to go for it. But you can always go for the basic research first and then get that advanced research later. An outpost in Plum Field will help provide some good vision into this shrubbery. Very important indeed. Here's some battery rams being pulled out on the field by Pink. More archers being pushed forward, so some of these reinforcements could be picked on off, like that Keshik there. That'd be a big loss there. Let's get some good damage there, and now these villagers are being pursued. Does get another villager there, very, very nice. This force has not responded to that this incursion. He could potentially torch down the outposts here, but we're seeing some long town center fire. Or at least the primary town center does have a higher range, or not the same range as the regular town centers. But there's also a 3 town centers put on field by the Abbasid Dynasty player. So you will have a villager advantage, but the silver tree will even out to a degree as well. And given enough time, you also get a lot of gold from the traders. I'll say around 30 is a good number to basically support your entire gold income with trade. And they do provide some decent amount of other resources as well. Just 10% compared to regular trade. You can also eventually get stone as well. Very important indeed. And hopefully it goes for the whistling arrows. Whistling arrows is an incredibly powerful technology that I believe most Mongol players undervalue. Primarily when you get to your Castle Age defense arrow. 5 seconds of 2 armor is not a lot. 5 seconds of increased rate of fire is not a lot. It's like 1 extra volley of arrows. But having 12 seconds of +2/+2 armor is incredibly powerful because most of the time your engagements don't last more than 12 seconds. Horsemen trying to hit some of these traders there. Some of them may be wounded. Don't see any of them dead. Actually trying to pursue this horseman. Will force them back, no problem. Villagers trying to get down his town center. Looks like he got a couple there. Very nice. Not going to try to torch down this stuff. Mongols can get siege engineers, and improving the siege engineers will allow them to deploy out in Castle Age mangonels, traction trebuchets, as well as spring guards. Horseman does go, or trader does go down there. Nice little pick. And Pink's trying to go for more of these traders there. They don't have enough damage out to really hit traders all too well. We got these Keshiks now back in the corner there. Spearman pursuing there. He just needs to run away. Maybe use the Spearman to hold the line. Does have good number of archers here as well. More Keshiks being put on field. They could flank the archers, but right now Pink does have a larger military force than his opponent. So Orange does have a higher quality force of all these Keshiks. Got a more reinforcements pushing forward. This is a massive wave of reinforcements. Spearman will get some spear braces there. More, no spear braces on this side here. Horseman now flanking the archers. Very good. Orange archers hitting Pink Spearman there. Keshiks are starting to go down there. There's just too many spearmen in the region. Military force. Orange is losing out mostly. But he had a small force to begin with. Keshiks starting to pull out. Right now, that's 24 archers versus 32, and there's not a lot of spearmen left over for the Abbasid Dynasty player. Keshiks, however, is severely wounded. They're being picked off like that. Doesn't pick off that other one as well. You can pass, throw that on the flank, get torches onto a wall to get healed up. Spearmen being picked off there. Orange starting to back on off. Yeah, he should take these wounded Keshiks and start throwing torches on these fences just to get them healed. So right now, some of these Keshiks are oh so wounded. Yeah, there we go. 10 health is not a lot. 13 health is more than 10 health. What's better? 19 wait. Why is this one not... Okay, there's 19 health. It should be 3 health per torch, right? Or... Yeah, now it's getting up. I'm not sure what's going on. gonna make a stupid joke, and the game was not fulfilling that stupid joke. Making a breach over here. I think it's mostly trying to do is just do this for health, not necessarily try to create a breach. Though over here is interesting targets, but he does not know that at the moment. Oh, sorry, I just saw some of your comments. Were those elephants ranged? Yes, there were ranged elephants in that one engagement. Though, I don't think that was last game. Last game didn't have any elephants, did it? Or did it? I can't remember. Power elephants are ranged elephants. They can be upgraded with crossbows, so they have 22 base damage, and they get plus 11 versus heavy, so they can do 33 damage versus heavy. So against power elephants, you do not want to use heavy. Horsemen and spearmen are good counters to them. Outpost is being interrupted there. He does use the arrow there. He does not have the, oh, he may have the whistling arrow. No, he did not have the whistling arrows. Keshik's trying to hit these villagers there. Orange Archer's getting some great hits on there. Got a... Did he throw a bunch of villagers in the battering ram? If he did, that would be amazing. Archer's advancing on forward, trying to get some damage over here. Keshik's trying to push way forward. Got the economic ring now being researched by the Abbasid Dynasty player. The Mongol player does not have enough food to age up anytime soon. He does have a good amount of gold there. He should stop collecting from any gold mine for the time being and start collecting food. He has plenty of gold from the traders from now on. And he may want to take time to take some of that gold and buy some food with it, which I think he just did. Get out some more Keshiks. Being deer is not what we want to do either. His good hits there on these are spearmen. Keshik's now charging forward. One of them gets spear brace. It does go down right there. Oh, and now he does go and patch up the hole there. He's going to try to torch it down quickly. You don't get bonus damage. It's a construction state. Archers may want to hold the line. Keshik just need to find the farthest corner, start torching it down. Or maybe all the spearmen goes down and allow you Keshik to charge him forward again. Does get some spear braces there from what handful of spearmen he does have. And does get a great engagement there. He may want to just pull back, get some torches on that wall, and escape on out there. I don't like... It's not a good idea to get him trapped like that. Orange advancing forward. Still does not have siege engineers researched. So no battering rams. This battering ram is advancing forward. And he needs to break out of there and just escape on out of there. He has a small military force now. By a large amount. Or Keshik's going to just advance forward, try to hit some villagers. So it's not a half bad idea either. He is in the back line. Let's see, economic wings almost researched, which it's not military wings, so it doesn't get the 2 camel riders. Now has access to the composite bows as well as the agriculture. And now the coral tie being researched. This time, even if I go for the silver tree, I still go for a step route just as a backup extra gold source in case I fail at trading. The coral tie is being put on the field, which will provide an aura benefit around the coral tie to provide health regen and 20% damage increase. 20% damage increase does apply to siege works, so it's actually a good, it's an excellent defense, honestly, as well as an offensive siege emplacement. It's actually really good for defense. If your opponent keeps on attacking one region, bring up the coral tie for defense is incredibly good. Not only for the damage, but also the health regen does pay dividends. There's a lot of villagers there on wood. The civilian count's quite similar, 63 to 107. More traders results in a bit higher quality on some parts, so it's actually pretty even. But of course, there's a lot of the Mongol player deploy a bit more military force. Hanging out, pushing right forward. That is not a good engagement there for the Mongol player. The Mongol player needs to fall back. He needs time to get some research, such as the veteran Keshik research and veteran Archer research. And those lose a column there, so no more defense arrow. No research here. And also, I've been appreciating more and more the raid bounties recently. Raid bounties can be incredibly useful if you take some spearmen, deploy along the flanks, deploy out some battering rams. It does give you quite a bit of extra money, as well as just divert your attention back at home. Spearmen trying to engage. Coral tie's radius is quite decent. You can see the Keshik's out of range, but the archers are in range. Tries to pack up the Kurultai. He does have the faster movement pack up or pack buildings, which is very important to escape out with some of these structures. It's actually a resource I don't really go to often. I really should. It's actually relatively cheap. It is. Oh, we can't take a look at it, but it's pretty cheap. It's a Dark Age technology, if I remember correctly. Monk does go down right there, or Shaman, I should say. Kurultai barricade surrounded there. Now it gets locked down there. It does leave these archers exposed. Now the hardened spearmen are getting some great hits down the Kurultai onto the Keshiks. Kurultai quickly deploys it back on up thanks to the fast deployment rate. Mangonel finds a great hit down the archers. Not going good for the Mongol player. Keshik's now turned over on the Mangonels. Very good. Horsemen try to stop them. They're going to have trouble versus Keshiks. Archers getting some great damage there with the bonus damage from the nearby Kurultai. They're doing right now 18 damage per arrow, barring the pierce armor of the veteran archers. Golden Age Tier 3 now been activated. The Kurultai provided pretty good dividends there. You don't realize how much it did. If the Kurultai wasn't there, he would have lost the fight. Thanks to Kurultai was there, he won the fight. Got the Naviam network being researched will provide a small resource collection rate for his wood line, primarily. And now do have, it looks like, ammo shields being researched. Good spear brace there on those Keshiks. Archer's trying to get overran. He's trying to go for a defensive keep there. Kurultai having trouble redeploying out. There's just stuff in the way. Does have to redeploy over there, away from his own army though. So we need to re-rotate his force around over there. Keep trying to go on up. There's a lot of exposed villagers if he can get the kill there. Khan's been redeployed out. Hopefully he's pushing his way on the front line. Yeah, the Khan's right there. Does use the defense arrow there, gaining some extra defense of these forces. Kurultai providing some much needed health regen and damage, but now got some camel riders here to engage these Keshiks. He's out of camel riders now. Repacks up the Kurultai and starting to back on off. Berries not being collected on up, but he's running out of berries. Does have good number of pastures here. This Ovo is about to get worn off, and he does have all these pastures next to the Ovo, really increasing the village sheep production. A pasture without Ovo is 3 villagers per pasture. Without economic text, because economic text you going to need more pastures than this. With an Ovo, it's 4 villagers per pasture. But with economic text, you collect the sheep faster, meaning you need more pastures. Basically, it's a great item in the feudal age, and as a wood reduction cost, but as the gauges go on, it's going to be equal to regular farms when it comes to wood investment for villagers. Shaman now trying to capture the sacred site there, very nice. Exotic Doggo trying to stop these stone walls. He doesn't want a fence to hold him in. He's a free doggo. And now he's a dead doggo. Your Academy's hack damage being reached by the Abbasid Dynasty player. And Horseman are charging forward. He does stop the sacred site there and now has a lot of exposed trade caravans. He could perhaps get these trade caravans inside the outpost, or just maybe just try to run away first. Keshiks and the veteran Khan push way forward. Ovo's been redeployed there. That does leave good spots there for a monastery. Where's the Ovo? It's right here. And I still say he needs to go for Whistling Arrow. Even if you don't get the stone version, 10 seconds of arrow benefits is incredibly powerful. He does go for the arrow for some odd reason. The speed arrow probably been a little bit better, or the defense arrow. And that power does go get set ablaze. It is there on the veteran horseman. Now let's play out some more pastures here. You can long distance collect pastures, or just have another collection point there. It does have a gear nearby, so also can get the improved research. The first set of research are quite cheap in stone, so I'd say it's a good idea to get with it. Get it. Also, stone collection for Mongols is just not good enough in general. You always need a lot of stone to get any of their advanced benefits. For example, biology, 1,000 stone. This has a 2,400 deposit, so you get one powerful technology. That's it, while other civilizations get other bonuses are equivalent to that for free. Or rolled into other benefits. For example, let's take a look at this. You get 7.5. The Abbasid Dynasty player gets 15% for all research for free, just having more structures. In order for the Mongols to get equivalent to that, they need 6 upgrades. Approximately 1,000 stone, if I were to hazard a quick guess. Those received some fire there. Some of the villagers may have gone down there. Didn't really count how many villagers went down. And now we do got Imperial Age for the Abbasid Dynasty player. It does go for the culture. He may be eyeing for proselytization. Horseman getting some hits there. Some of these traders getting interrupted, getting bad pathing there. So some of these traders do go down for the Mongol player. The Abbasid Dynasty player has 140 population and only 16 military units on the field. The Mongol player has only 106 population, but has a significantly larger military force. So in future engagements, Orange will likely win just for sending more numbers. And with the coRe in this region, granted he has to hold the line, sort of soft retreat away. He does claim 4 of these relics that he needs to get out of Titan Farm as soon as he can in order to get out a lot of extra stone, which he desperately does need. Pressure's now engaging. He can also go for the monastery shrine, monastery shrines there to get improved Titan Farm there. You need that stone as Mongols. And now with the coRe in this area, he's able to hold this line area very well. He's going to maintain maximum population. He has plenty of gold income for the time being. Doesn't have to collect up any more gold, which will help produce any advanced benefits here. He does get the improved lumberjack upgrade. But now got these pastures under fire. Not sure why he's going for these pastures there. I suppose it's exposed like that. But right now there's a massive military force advancing forward, and he's just going to be outnumbered. Camerata does go down there, does get the pasture repaired, and does get the improved whistling arrow upgrade. Very nice. Now he has 12 seconds of powerful arrows. coRe now being redeployed on the front line there, gets much needed health and damage benefits here. There's no camel in this region. Apart from some various research here, including the elite camel riders. More spearmen would be helpful for mixing the Mongols' composition to go on the Keshiks. He does have good number of man-arms here, another good item for the Abbasid Dynasty, since they don't have any special anti-armored assets. Archers getting some great damage across the front line. Keshiks starting going down, but got more reinforcements being driven on by the Mongol player. Yim does go down there, doesn't capture the sacred site there. We do also have some horsemen, or a camel rider and elite horseman right there. Needs more cash to stop to save his trade line. He needs to keep that trade line up and going. Cannon placement on the outpost, going for fortified outposts as well. Very nice. coRe being redeployed on the front line. Got a scouting falcon there just to make sure he has some good spotting. The coRe is not going up, providing some good damage and health regen benefits, especially for these archers. Whistling arrows on cooldown. A single arrow, I should say. Got some hand cannons on the field. Those will be engaged by the archers. Low numbers hand cannons don't do as well. They're good in high numbers, and archers are great to engage them. He does not have siege engineers research at the moment. His frontline units are struggling below the bars. He's just having trouble remaxing at the moment. There's plenty of income, but simply have trouble remaxing. Well, it doesn't say have a lot of food at the moment either. The Mongol player is now going for White Stupa, which does provide him a decent stone income. I think the other landmark, the Cognitive Palace, is much better than White Stupa. It provides much more value. Overall, the value of stone is dwarfed by the 3 units. Granted, you can't select what 3 units you get, but all of them are generally good. Honestly, one of the best things to get from is actually horse archers. Horse archers provide just general long-range damage. Lancers or knights are much better than Keshiks, as now differentiated too. So it has high quality there. Palace guards are always nice. And who doesn't want Nessa Bees and Hui Pals? Let's spot these archers. They're just going to try to overwhelm these archers. Let's see what... Does not get improved trade bounty there. May want to go for the stone research right here to get stone commerce. I suppose with the white stupa you may not even get that. You now have these horsemen engaging these traders. It's also one reason why I tend to keep spearmen around the base of the traders, as well as the base over here. Only a handful to stop those raids. Outpost slowly picking off these horsemen there. Good number of traders have gone down. So I'm surprised he went for all these marks as well. This mark is a little bit cheaper and builds them faster. I guess he has a time frame where he just didn't build as much as he wanted, but he probably has plenty of gold for the time being. What I usually do is just have macro to build out 30 traders, and it's generally plenty for the entire game. Looks like the Peach is going straight for mass horsemen at the moment. Trying to eye. He has a bunch of torches out, so maybe I have to gauge this area. Let's have the stone walls over here. That'll protect this area. Horsemen will advance forward, but there's nothing to spot them at the moment. The Mongol player does not have siege engineers at the moment, so he can't pull out frontline siege works. He's actually not remaxed either. He's having trouble remaxing, or just failing to remax at this point in time because nothing's queued up. Actually, not being pursued by these horsemen. Got some camel archers provide the camel unease benefits. It does get the tithe bond and the improved tithe bond now, so it does have a mass. Look how much stone income the Mongol player has. You never see Mongol players have this much stone income. 480. That can help him get some of his advanced technologies out. He does have the only one improved wood cutting. Takes out some of these outposts there. Those are trying to collect up some more gold here. There's actually 2 gold deposits right next to each other. That's a lot of gold there. If he doesn't, he still needs to protect this trade line here, so he's going to get hit. A lot of hits there on these villagers there. Wants to base support these horsemen. He's having trouble. And retasks his army. Prioritize in back defensive place. He has a good number of archers here, but that's about it. He's trying to get overran. He's just getting pulled in every single direction. Got a couple of camels in this force here. Doesn't have any spearmen to support. Camels do have, they can be resourced with a good amount of extra armor. And it's still classified as light even with all the extra armor. Got some hand cannoneers in the mix as well. Keshiks. You could use, maybe a good idea for the arrow. None of the arrow archers engaged at the moment. Here backing off, so is all of these villagers. Keshiks charging forward, trying to hit these horsemen. Prioritize in this area, providing some great benefits to these archers, as well as the Yam network to make these guys move faster. Horsemen do go down, camp archers start going down, and hand cannoneers are starting to be picked off as well. Keshiks now pushing way forward as well, getting counterattacked by these camel archers. He has a large number of these towers being built on the field. He's really eyeing for defense. Investing all that stone defenses. Archers being supported. Got also these man-arms on the field. Man-arms are a good asset. There's a lot of camels here. He needs spearmen in general. Though I suppose camel archers will do bonus damage against them. We've got multiple spring golden places going on up. Trying to hit these traders once again. He's finding stone or gold and wood in order to keep them in place. It says the number of archers here provides him with constant damage support. These camel archers have no inherent armor. And he does have incendiaries as well against good damage. He does have improved siege units and those can now pull out some forward siege works, including traction trebuchets. His camels are advancing forward. There's some more spring golden plates here. Looking up some of these sheep with these villagers. And now he's going to hit some of those villagers there. Not a high priority target there. And now got a large number of camel spring golds here, including some cannon placements. I thought I heard something being pulled out of siege weapon. Maybe not. King's force does fall back there. Has still a good number of camel forces. Right now he has spearmen, horsemen, camels, and archers. During any time, I think the Mongol players should just eye for... man-at-arms wouldn't be half bad against the current composition. They are better than horsemen in a one-on-one. Camel archers will do minimal damage, but they still have high damage. And, of course, will be good against spearmen. He could still go mix in some more archers in as well. And spearmen. Pushing down some of these outline structures there. I wonder what type of raid. He does not have any raider increase. The stone raid is very important to help if you want to get more stone. It's actually really powerful. And even though if you get time to get improved one, think about this. You get 75 food, gold, and 50 stone. That's a lot of resources from just setting the light to one building. And you're able to sneak in some various infantry to get manually build out some battery rounds. It's incredibly powerful. Additionally, you can get the fastest construction time you can get. You'd be surprised how quickly 2 man-at-arms with their minus 75% construction time can build stuff. And then those battery rounds basically set a light to one building construction, you can get their value out of it. Extra surveillance support, do got some hand cannons not being put on the field, very good. Hand cannons will be very useful. Just charging forward, so is archers. Horsemen backing on off. You may want to get some more towers in this region at the current rate. Now he does have 1,000 stone. He can get the improved biology research. Right now he's just going for... Oh, he is getting improved biology. He can get out the more stone, but he's just getting out a lot of cannons. And archers trying to advance on forward as well. There's no monster here to improve these pasture production rate. And looks like he needs more pastures. If I select on one of them, I can't count how many pastures he has since technically I have pink selected. But he may not have enough pastures at the moment. Let's get this there on these traders. This outpost not upgraded. And now he's going for the raid bounty now. Very nice. Now let's push my way forward into the trade line. He does have small reserve of wood to get these replaced. Plenty of gold. Cannon's picking off some of these camels now. That is a spring golem placement there. You got a cannon placement over here. You may want to get... Does he have court architects? He may want to get a court architects in order to get some more help on all these defensive placements he's been building. Spearmen advancing forward, we'll find some of these elite spearmen. Both sides have elite spearmen. Got a good number of archers here for defense, as well as a pearl tie for extra damage. He's even charging the Keshiks as these spearmen just getting annihilated. Does have the elite con here, could use attack speed arrow to really get those spearmen down. Or for armor. Horsemen trying to advance it forward as well. We'll find some more of these emplacements. White Stupid now seems to fire there. Raid bounty is not complete just yet. Bombard is charging forward as well. And he does get the raid bounty in time before the White Stupa goes down. He does pack up the White Stupa in time. It's good damage there. Hankini is firing away. And got both sides just mass producing stuff. Got more camel archers, more horsemen, more hand cannoneers, more batting rams. Starting to hit this with Crow Tie. He can't let the Crow Tie go down. So he could probably pack it up to avoid any more batting ram hits. Some of these pastures have gone down there. I still think he needs more pastures. And now got this force, the Mongol force starting to advance counterattack. Get to see some more emplacements over here. That's a lot of defensive placement. I suppose he really needs to lock this area down with the gold in the area so his opponent denying the gold from his opponent. He may not need it, but his opponent certainly does. This force now seems to fire there. They can just fall back, stay around the cold time for some health regen. It does do 1 health regen per second. Camel goes down. Now I've got the trader ringing up here, so she's starting to bring up some trade. White Stupa has been redeployed. Which also provides some oval benefits between these nearby pastures. Mongol player has a good amount of stone stored up. Now it's been advancing forward. There's a lot of emplacements here. Not that all of them are fully upgraded, but without court architects, he will can be quickly focused down. That's a cannon placement now set ablaze. That's one of Mongol outposts. They do not last long without fortified upgrades. So they're being picked on up. Keshik's trying to respond to them. Horseman trying to advance them forward. Overall, Pink's been maintaining great aggression, but hasn't been able to crack his opponent. This Mongol player has a massive reserve of resources for his opponent. Western have been cleaned on up. Camel forces advancing forward. They're all camel archers. And now it's going for the Keshik attack speed. Also increase the health regen. It is the improved version as well. This stone oboe has been destroyed. I'm not sure if it's been replaced. Just throw stone right there. Right there if it needs to be rebuilt. I'll hope to just get some extra stone income. You may have the stone drop-off resource now. And it's hard for me to say since I don't have the player typically selected. Let's go out some of those trade caravans. Got a nice little force advance forward. Got 2 fortified outposts there, upgraded with a spring guard and a cannon. Yep, he does have stone and the improved stone as well. Just gonna maintain some excess stone income, able to potentially get some great value from that. Prototype now redeployed, a little bit damage still. Spring guard getting overran. Prototype can heal up siege weapons there. More spearmen advancing forward. Although the Mongol players has been on defense for too long, he needs to eye for the aggression. He's not been applying any sort of aggression. He could just advance forward with his Keshiks onto a flank, allow his enraged force here with the support of the Prototype to hold the line. With the Prototype nearby, these hand cannons do 60 damage, or no, 50 damage, which is incredibly high. Keshiks advance forward, we'll find some of these elite spearmen. Doesn't have any torch research. We're standing at the port architects as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, let's look at the stone bounty raid. You can invest some stone to get even more stone if you so chooses there. Horseman does go down there. And can advance forward, trying to get some more shots on these forces. And just fighting quite well. It's almost out of range of the Prototype. Overall, Pink's force is being ground up. He's having trouble breaking through. The Prototype may want to pack it up and move on forward. He may want to get this other force reinforced pushing forward as well. We now got a gear next to the White Stupa, trying to use that to get some improved research. Battery ram pacing forward. Does get a bomb ball now put on the field. Very nice. Got a good number of camel archers here. Hand cannoneers firing away still. Very nice. Pulling out more spearmen, more hand cannoneers. Spearmen are going to be a good item. And spearmen are equal against camel archers. They're going to be very useful if they get their into range. Bombard advancing forward. This bombarder seems to fire there. Can be healed up by the Prototype. And trying to hit some of these outposts now. He's trying to take the counterattack. Prototype is healing the bombard there. Very nice. Camel archers advancing forward. Trying to get some more hits on these traders. Both players maintaining good population maximum. So the Mongols a little bit slower than his opponent. And Canadian still getting some great damage from all these forces there. And now Pink I do see on the map has gone for some traders. Our transition gold income, still playing gold on the Mongol side of the map, so if he does lose cash on to lose all of his traders, he still has some gold to quickly mine up. Though he doesn't have any gold mine research because he has traders. There's a Prototype packing on up. The Prototype is somewhere. I'm not sure if the Prototype is not going to be packed up. It needs to perhaps deploy it right there. Be a great defensive point, especially with the bombards, getting some extra health, which has also some extra damage. It's been the machine cannoneers here as well, getting some great damage to these forces. Overall, looks like Orchard is much better at being cost effective. Now it's starting to break up to some of these other forces, such as those culverns. Panorama will be focused down, chased down. Can't let that go by unattended. And Canadian still in a great position there, gains some great damage there, unable to play on Mangonels to deal with those hand cannoneers. And now got the Pearl Tide repacking up and having trouble redeploying, because that's Mongol structures in a nutshell. That's why you don't really want to redeploy all too often, because it's annoying. Pearl Tide now redeploying the field, gains great health regen, especially on those hand cannoneers, gains some extra damage from as well. And the bombards gains some extra damage as well, up to 144 damage per attack, or should I say, nearly over 600 damage per building hit. Mongol player is starting to really creep on his way forward. He's a Pearl Tide for a powerful spike. And right now, Pink's having trouble remaxing. He spent his reserve of resources there as the Mongol player was able to gaze cost effectively thanks to this hand cannoneer composition, as well as the Pearl Tide for improving those hand cannoneers even more. We got some traders over here. He's trying to keep a lot of traders. He needs more golden gum. He's out of gold. This gold is, of course, very well secure. Now, if every structure goes down, that'll give the Mongol player more resources. He only has a basic trade ground there. Going for Port Architect, very nice. Every structure goes down, gets them 125 resources, to include 25 stone. These structures do have 50 pierce armor, and the hand cannoneers attacks only 50, so they'll still do 1 damage each. Horseman trying to advance it forward, maybe trying to hit some of the traders. He has a certain amount of towers in this region. Try to go for some towers here himself, but it's not going to be successful. He has also now some screen balls on the field to protect his bombards. He's not trying to engage this force here of horsemen. He knows they still pose a threat to the structures. They quickly overwhelm them. The structures are only there for stalling, not for holding back. Now his hand cannon is getting overrun since all of his caches have fallen back. And there's a lot of population locked away in siege weapons. Let's get some shots hits there on those craters. Keshik's not being retasked properly, or at all. Bombards taking on this keep now, trying to use the sword from the gate, but hand cannoneers are protecting them. Let's fall back there. One bombard does go down. Does have the improved fortified siege weapon, so gain even more health and pierce armor. The pierce armor makes it so even hand cannoneers only do 1 damage to a large majority of his siege weapons. There's the bombard. Now, a lot of archers being blown up by the Abbasid player. It does have some gold now, so it can some gold-based assets. Those horsemen has been cleaned up. The Mongols just trying to do a slow push to his opponent's base. As a Mongol player, you're actually perfectly fine attacking buildings, because that gives you resources in return. While the Dynasty player is still trying to hit its opponent's economy occasionally. The bombards do go down. Has been enough horsemen to engage the economy. Mongols going to take time to regather his reinforcements there. It does get an improved rearguard research, but I disagree. That only improves like maximum capacity, carrying capacity like 2. It's really horrendous. And it's incredibly expensive stone. Horsemen start going down. Got a good number of archers here, and camel archers as well. And Canadians getting some great damage on these forces there. The Keshik's force needs a good health regen per swipe, as well as nearby Pearl Tide. They're starting to fall back a little bit. They're a bit wounded there. He does have a bombard on the front line. Pearl Tide has backed on them. Redeploying over here will probably be a good spot for it. The Khan has been redeployed in the field. I just don't see him on the front line. Maybe back at home. Nope, he's not back at home. He's somewhere. Here he is. Keep on the fire. The Abbasid Dynasty player does not have a lot of resources at the moment. And the more structures these trade, the more resources giving to the Mongol player, as well as including infrastructure. We got a big wave of cannon placements going up for the Mongol player to try and protect his trade. That's a large number of archer range there as well. You could get out some Magadai. Streaming in some a group of Magadai into the trade line is very handy. Magadai is our best use versus the late game farming line. You just make them run by and they'll kill everything on the way. And on the trade line, just make them take out all the traders along the way. Unlike having horsemen or knights have to stand and hit them, the Mega Knight are able just to do drive-bys. Mongols Keshiks are getting some much needed health vision still, trying to hold the line, small spear in front field. He's not going for his own cannoneers, does have improved health thanks to boot can, but does not have chemistry, so their damage output is much less. They need that damage output to hit the holes in these Keshiks. With the improved biology, they have 173 health each, which is a significant amount. While right now the Mongol cannoneers are doing 50 damage to some nearby prototype, able to 4-shot or 5-shot most things. Elite archers would be a 3-shot, Camel archers would be a 4-shot or 5-shot. It is cost 5's range, and the extra pierce armor may actually give the camels a little bit extra health if you stand it. Either way, now the Mongol players on advanced horde has these bombards, with the holes and everything. He's now going for the improved stone research there, trying to get some improved stone bounty. Let's help him get some more stone. He's going to do a good job of maintaining stone consumption as well. Yama improved. The network not being researched. Wait, Yama can be improved? More cannon placed right there, trying to protect this coRe. The coRe could be repaired up once it's done building a tower, or just gets redeployed. Getting all these barracks there can get him a lot of extra resources. Abbasid Dynasty players starting to recover some resources there, so it needs a lot of gold and wood to hold back his opponent. Now here comes the bombards hitting out everything. Keshiks now overrunning the culverins, very nice. Able to overrun one of those culverins. The culverins are expensive. Does save this culverin slightly. Oh, they nearly 1,000? Yeah, they are 1,000. Horsemen advancing forward, they will run through a gauntlet of cannon fire. There's not a whole lot of outposts here anymore. They go in an area where there's not any outposts at the moment. Got these Keshiks at the con trying to pursue them. Now it looks like he's going to try to capture some of these sacred sites. Keshiks can more than deal with these horsemen to increase attack speed. Right now Keshiks horsemen do 13 damage. Keshiks have 26 damage, barring all the armor. Which the Keshiks have 8 armor. 8 armor. Oh yeah, the Yam Network increases his health regen or not, doesn't it? Takes out that horseman as well. I always forget that's an improved Yam network since you don't really hold outposts next to your oboes. Bombards slowly peeling across these structures. Ink is supplying best to medium villagers. So does Orange. Orange has a massive reserve resource. Orange has enough to pull out a wonder. Getting some great damage there. Shaman does gun down. Keshiks charge on Fortune over on these cannoneers. Cannoneers of course good. He does have chemistry research this time. Orange simply has more cannoneers and they hit harder from nearby coRe. Culverin trying to engage. Let's get some good damage. Let's get one. Both spring also go down. One Culverin remains. Now we're ready to bombard. The Culverin has 6,400 health and can't withstand a shot from the Culverin. All it takes is 2 engineers. Bombard has a maximum of 300 health, and the coRe did try to get healed up. Both Orange's force shots streaming up in, trying to get back over the front line. They can ground down his opponent's economy by just killing it at all of his military units. Ink's not desperate, trying to clean up more of that wood there. I think Orange is not gathering up any wood at the moment, just using relics and trade caravans. Now got the Monument of the Great Khan being pointed field. A wonder. Going for Spice Rose, increases trade income. He should have done that a long time ago, honestly. And hopefully deploys out a lot of outposts around the wonder. He could delete a lot of those villagers once he's done as well, building the monument, and to get a more military force. He has a massive reserve of resources, including 1,000 stone. He may want to start queuing up some stone-based double units. He has a good number of bombard towers here to hold the front line. Huh, the Kurultai is not getting any health regen on these forces. Oh, it is. Right now do attack at 1.2 attack speed per second, is very good. The Magandai variant, which we have not seen crossbows either, and he does back out of the game now. I don't think the Wonder was actually fully built, but I think he just back out of the game thinking it's a loss. By the way, this Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.